What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? Back in here, and I'm about to break down some stocks today. I'm about to break down a few stocks for the week, getting ready for that next pump for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm gearing up. I'm getting strapped up, and I'm getting ready to, break this down so we can get ready for the plan, so we could execute exactly what we're going to do here. And as of right now, I'm looking at the /NQ, the market. That'll be the Nasdaq. And if you can see, the Nasdaq's been a bullet, right? A bullet. So with that being said, see, this resistance right here, that was a major resistance we needed to break, and we already breaking it on a inverted head and shoulders pattern. That could give us a potential for the next leg up to be somewhere around 3% would be let's see, 124, 12,000, and that would be the next resistance, somewhere around there, the biggest resistance, and then the next one will be 12,400 something. But with that being said, well, with that being said, right? Okay. So what is that? What does NQ got to do with all the other stocks? Well, this is the main market, the big indexes. So all the rest of them follow this, correlate sort of. And I'll give you an example here on Apple. And Apple is one that I trade most of the time. But see, Apple is doing almost something similar. And I expected it to do that because of the way, do I believe it's going to break? Yes, I do believe it's going to break the big resistance. And the reason for that is because now we're on a head inverse shoulders, and I like this little what happened Friday. If you look right here, there's 3 bullish candles, right? Very bullish, no slack. That's a very strong pattern, because that means people are buying and they're expecting a break of that resistance. They break that resistance, then we'll move up to somewhere around 125, somewhere around this 125 to 130 range, if we can use this as a support and then start climbing up. But we still got a little resistance here at 120. I don't think it will be a big deal, but we have to still get over it. As of right now, Apple is starting to look bullish, starting to make higher highs, starting to climb up, so we can start seeing another leg up. Now let's see, Apple has a very similar pattern to Workhorse in a way, like that Friday. See this little strong leg up. Now now Workhorse is a very hyped stock, so you have to be careful how to play these, because you don't want to get chopped up in this area right here. Okay, now it's beautiful to be in here somewhere around 20 something, and then massive 16, 28, 20%. Yes, but what happens whenever you're like, okay, let's just give you an example. Let's say you jump in somewhere around here, 26, right? And then, you lose 7%. Are you willing to hold it, 7%? I mean, maybe you will. Okay, maybe you will this time. You get lucky, it climbs up, and then, it keeps climbing up, and you're making money, right? But what happens whenever it keeps dipping? When it keeps dipping, and it just keeps dipping and dipping and dipping and dipping, are you willing to hold it for long term? That's the thing. Let's say you get in somewhere on here, you say the dip, you're like, okay, I was at $28, I'm going to keep it at $28, right? You buy some, it dips. You lose about 5%, you're like, it's okay, it'll climb up. It's done it before, bam. You lose another leg, that's 10%. You're like, all right, I'll be fine. And then it just jumps on you 20%. You're like, holy moly. And this is what you call capitulation, where people just lose so hope because it just keeps on dumping, right? And then it goes almost down 30%. When it's down 30% of your account, think about it. That it's pretty scary. It's very scary. So be careful when you trade stocks that are hype. You gotta learn how to take advantage of them. But don't, if it's going against you real fast, please do me a favor. If you're making money, yes, keep riding that. But if you as soon as you start seeing it turn on you, you got to be careful. You have to be careful, because I'm telling you, these are make it or break it stocks that if you hold them for too long, they could destroy your account. So what do I see right here? I do see a massive pump. I thought on Friday. I would not have expected that it would be on Fridays, a weekend. So that made me a very confident trade right there from people. But whatever it is, maybe they found news. I don't know. They're insiders. I don't know. All I can tell you right now, it looks really bullish. Do I believe that if it breaks 28.50, where would it go? Well, if it breaks 28.50, the next resistance is 32. But if we break 32, boy, will it can go higher. Obviously, you know, there's short sellers will get squeezed, and the last time they got squeezed, they made another, 30-40%. So I mean, yes, it can. I mean, I don't like this type of pattern because it's very, very choppy, very unpredictable. It's only on hype news, so I only would trade this like, very short. And if I do go for a swing, it's nothing like I would put all my account in there, because the next day I could just wake up to something crazy and then it's like, oh, you're down 30%. No sir. So, with when trading, it's always recommended to just have a plan and have great management, risk, and control. Because if you do not, you can have so many little losses and not lose a lot of money. You can have one massive loss and lose everything. That's not what you want. You want to be able to have smaller losses so that when you have bigger wins, they could accumulate, and then you make a massive gain. Definitely avoid big losses, because we all go through them, and it's something that can happen, emotionally mess you up forever. Well, maybe not forever, but for a long time. And you do not want to get stuck on a mentality where you're losing money. Once you start getting on the mentality where you're losing money, guess what? It just becomes a habit. You keep losing. You just don't care anymore because you're so used to getting to lose. So you're getting so used to losing that it becomes a norm, and you don't want that to become a norm. Trust me, I've been through there. I've lost a lot of money in the past, and I'm not proud to say it, but I learned to be disciplined. I learned to master my own mistakes, and eventually I was able to save up enough money, and I was able to do day trading. Now it had to start all over again. I had to start risk management, discipline my mind, understand the concept of letting your losers cut your losers, go ride your gainers. Those are the things that you have to be paying attention. Now that's what I'm saying. Like, when you have some runner that's working for you, the plan is stick to the plan. Don't ever let a trade go red, though. Don't ever do that. Now you also have to have a move up your stop loss accordingly to this. I'm not saying too tight, because if you move it too tight, you're more than likely going to get chopped out. The important thing is to let it ride, but at the same time have a risk management where you're also, if you're making money, you don't go red. Never go red on a trade. If you're making money on the trade, you better stay green, because it just doesn't make sense. If it's going up and it keeps climbing up and then it starts going south on you, and you don't want, no. You already made money. Collect. You may not have collect 40%, but you can collect 10. Okay, so now let's break down some more stocks. I got let's see, Facebook's kind of looking weak, man. Their head and shoulders pattern is looking more, to the downside. This is not very strong. If you can see, it's more of a declining type of triangle, which I hate triangles, by the way. If you didn't know, but now you know. Definitely, no, I'm not even gonna mess with Facebook right now. Facebook is just looking rough to me. Now let's talk about some of the plays that happened last week. I mean, we got BVPR. This is more for day traders right here. I mean, or if you wanted to swing it, I guess you can, but this would not be a very recommended time to swing because of the massive red candles that are going down. That's 2 strong red candles. No, stay away. Stay away, or you'll lose your money. I wouldn't even trade this. Not swing trading. I wouldn't be, depending on day trade. I would. Depends on the volume. But let's see what we got. See, last week we did have a massive, crazy pump, man. That was, I remember. I think I was trading, and I was talking about my trades, and I look at this massive pump, man. I don't know what the hell happened. It was a 50% pump in like at the end of the day, what the hell, man. But anyways, see, those are the types of deals that as a day trader you can take advantage. Imagine if 50%, man. 50% is a lot of money on any account. I mean, 50% is 50 at what? I mean, a half a dollar. It's a lot. So, I mean, these are the opportunities that day traders are looking for. Oh, yes, we are looking for those massive gains. Those massive gains. Those massive gains. That's what I'm talking about. So, if you pay attention to my channel, you'll realize how to trade these and take advantage of the patterns, understand what the mind psychological thing of aspect of the trade would be, and how to execute it. Now let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla is probably, I'm biased for it with Tesla. I'm a Tesla bull all day. So, nice little triangle here. I mean, it looks like we are at the end of the triangle, so it's gonna get very choppy. But I'm not really a big fan of triangles, so I don't even know if I want to draw it like that, to be honest. I just don't like drawing it like that because triangles confuse me. So I make it a little easier for myself. I just draw a trend line like this. I draw the trend line maybe somewhere. No, I'm gonna make it simpler. See, this is what I consider to be more. If it breaks that resistance to me, somewhere around there, 455, I would be more bullish. And the reason why I don't draw it like this, because most people do. Most people draw it like that. Most people are going to draw the triangle right there. And to me, that looks like it's in hindsight, okay? Because this line, you wouldn't have been able to draw this line if these two right here wouldn't have been there. These little two tops. You wouldn't have been able to. You wouldn't have, but I could have drawn this line right here. 4 times. There was 4 attempts to break that line. That's a more respectable line to me. So to me, if we break 450 and we start using it as support, I could definitely see Tesla being more bullish. I will be more bullish on Tesla, but you also have to be careful because earnings is coming right on the corner. And like I said, you don't want to be chopped up. I don't like holding stocks over for earnings because I'm a day trader. I'm a swing trader. I'm a day trader. I don't do stuff like that. I'm not gambling. Well, I guess people say it's gambling, but hey, if I'm going to gamble, I want my odds to be bigger. So with that being said, no, I will not hold over. Yeah. So let's see. OPPT last week was a massive pump, obviously. Let's look at the 15 minutes. Yeah, we went from about $1.52. We made about 200%. Massive pump, dump. Massive pump, dump. Now we're looking like we're making another, little slow, kind of like what we did over here. See that? Look, pay attention to the patterns, man. These are very important as a trader. You have to learn how to read the patterns prior to this. What happened? See how it starts doing higher highs, and it just makes a massive move? Okay, now pay attention to what we're doing over here. Higher highs, right? Same little thing that's going on right here now. And when eventually what will happen, we will have another rally. So pay attention to stuff like this as a trader. This is the stuff that pays, because what's happening is that shorts are getting squeezed out because people are buying. That's what's happening. People are buying and shorts are covering, and they do not want to lose their money. And this is when you call a short squeeze right here. You get about 30-40%, and then they start to they see the first opportunity to get out, and they're all starting to get out, and then everybody starts buying, and then boom, we get the next leg up. So OPPT may be something I'm gonna be watching tomorrow, and like I said, it's just something that I will definitely be considering to watching tomorrow. Tomorrow maybe in the morning I'll make a small video about the stocks that are hot as soon as the market opens, because everything changes in the morning. But this is prior to a little bit of the inside of my mind, what's going on, what am I looking at, am I bullish? Oh yes, I'm very bullish on the market. But with that being said, we'll leave it at that. This is a small breakdown of the market, and I'll holler you guys tomorrow.